Hey guys, I've pulled out the old Kodak camera. Scott's got some ideas of what to do about my other camera. Sony did get back to me, but I've tried the two things they recommended, and I found out it's going to be $126 something, and I don't have that right now to send it in for repair. So, bear with me on the use of this older camera. Quality won't be as high as it is with my spiffy camera, but we'll make do. I colored this girl a very long time ago, and I was going to make a tag for a friend, so I figured I'd do that now. I was going to use the butterfly that I had gotten from Dollar Tree, and I'd taken the center out, and I was just going to put it behind. But when I was cleaning up in here, I came across these wings, and I think Amelia sent these. It might have been Laura, but I think Amelia did. What I'm going to do is I'm going to attach them to her back. And I think that'll be so pretty. So I'm going to do that with just a little teeny bit of hot glue, because I don't want to put a bunch of hot glue on here. There we go. So that's got our wings. Now, I'm going to go ahead and see if we can film this as we go. The first thing I'm going to do, so that I don't mess up and forget to do it, I'm going to cover, I could just leave this white, but I think I'm going to cover it with just a little bit neutral fabric, and then go ahead and stamp it and sign it now instead of when I'm done, so that I don't have to deal with everything I'm going to put on the top side. So that's the first thing we'll do. This is the paper I've chosen to use on this tag. This is from the Once Upon a Time collection, and I just thought it went really well with the little gal here. See? So I've got that, and I also pulled out this light glitter paper, and this is from one of the Hot Buy stacks. And I'm going to do a little layering with them. But let's go ahead and I'm just going to set her over out of the way, because I'm not going to need her for a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and cover this back with just plain cardstock. I think I'll use this color. It doesn't matter if it really matches the paper all that much, because it's on the back of it. This is the Mod Podge antiquing version of Mod Podge, and I just love this stuff. Okay, so I'm just going to spread this on here. I don't know, I might have to do this in parts, because I don't know how much memory is available on this little camera or anything. I want it to stick real good on the edges. Alright, set that down. I'm just going to line this up on here. I'll trim it away here in a minute. Hope everybody's having a good week this week. I'm ready for the weekend. I actually have baby wipes here. They are strong baby wipes. There we go. That way I can clean up some of my mess as I go. Alright. Get that off my fingers a little bit. Okay. Now you can trim them with scissors or an X-Acto or whatever you want to trim it up. And it's probably best to wait until it's dry to do this, but I want to keep moving, so I'm just going to I'm kind of enjoying the short work shifts I've had this week. Been getting off at 9 o'clock every day, which is really nice because then I get to get home and okay, I don't even care if it's a little wonky. Can always even that out with a nail file or whatever. Okay. I have a brayer in the other room. It'll be alright. It's just irritating me that it's folding up just a little bit. I have somewhere here this knife, but I don't want to cut on my sheet, so I'm going to move it over a little bit. I don't know if you can see or not, but I'm just trimming this as close to this as I can get. Trying to get projects off my desk so I can start new projects. Alright, put the cover back on that. Don't want another X-Acto blade accident in this house. I think I have a nail file in here. But you know what? I'm going to paint the edges after I get the other paper on anyway. It'll be alright. I'm just going to take this hole punch and punch out my holes again, if I can get this thing on here. Just so I know where the holes are. It's easier to do it now than later. There we go. Alright, now I want to make sure I really like some of this writing and stuff. So if I put that on like this, it'll be alright like that. So I'll just paint this side of it with some of this Mod Podge. This is kind of a big tag. Don't worry about it hanging over. If all else fails, you can trim it off later. I'm going to move this over just a little. I'm just going to go ahead and trim it with a knife right now. I think I'll waste less paper this way too. Told my boss I made homemade vegetable beef soup yesterday, and she said, oh my goodness, I haven't had something like that since I moved out of my mom's house. And I told her, I said, well, why not? I mean, making soup is easy. It really is. It's one of those that you can like put part of it over, then you have an hour to go do something else. I mean, it's just sitting there simmering. You don't have to babysit it. There we go. that side. And I'm not going to worry about coating the, the front side of it with the Mod Podge. I'm not going to do that this time. Sometimes I'll do that. I'm not going to this time. I'm just using the Mod Podge as a glue. I might put some of the paper glaze over top of this. Alright. I'm going to wrap this in this baby wipe just to keep it moist for a few minutes. Alright, and I've pulled out all kinds of trims and things like that. But what I want to do, before we add anything else to the front, I'm going to let that side set up. And on this back, I'm going to stamp with my Uniquely Handmade, and I'm going to use StazOn ink. And when you're using your StazOn, and you get a brand new one, do not throw this piece out, okay? This is an ink that requires that. You gotta have that. It'll dry out really fast without it. Let's see what this looks like here. Looks like I need a refill. It's getting there. I don't know. This one's not very juicy anymore. There we go. I got it on there. It even tells you on there, do not throw out. Not that it'll get StazOn off, but try to take care of my stamps as much as I can. Sometimes they just look like they've been loved a lot. Alright. Put that back in the drawer. I'm trying to do better and put it back as I'm done using it. Makes life easier. Right. Just going to use this pen. Put on my cheap Dollar Tree reading glasses here. And I'll put that on here. Today's 9/15/15. And then over here I'll just do Aunt Beck's Creations. Alright. That works for me. Okay, we need to punch our holes back. I just think this paper is beautiful. Alright, here's our girl. Now we got to think about what we want to do here. I have this gold paper here. I don't want to cover up a lot of that. This is what happens when my brain turns off. Sitting here looking at it like, I don't know. Let me see what other papers we have in this paper stack. That says there lived a beautiful princess. I know they put those on to protect the paper, but they are so annoying. Let me just pull this piece out. Okay, and I want that piece that said okay, so we need a paper trimmer. Oh, I forget. This thing doesn't like to cut unless you're pushing upward with it. Okay. Wonder what luck I'd have trimming this off straight in here. That's going to cut some of it off. Now I think I'm going to cut this into individual words. I think I might like to do that with my tiny ancient creative memories guillotine cutter. Alright, so if I line this up just to give this decent across the top. Right, we need to do something about that edging. This is Victorian Velvet. All my inks need re-inkers. Anybody know where to get re-inkers inexpensively for the Tim Holtz stuff? I'm not doing it all the way across because I'm only going to use that little section, and I'll trim away, and then we'll put it all the way around the outside edge here in a minute. I think I'm going to use just some Turbo Tacky on it this time, so I don't have the residue all over the place. She says as she spreads Turbo Tacky everywhere. It'll be alright. So I would keep the baby wipes nearby, isn't it? Okay. Just going to line these up. So they're about even. Uh-oh, it's shifting all over on me. Okay. Is that about even? Not really. But it's already grabbed. We're not going to worry about it. It's going to be fine. Turn it over and trim these away. This other piece might be enough to use on another project, so I'm not going to throw it away. But this little piece here, I'm not going to keep that. And I'll do the inking on the outside edges in just a few minutes. Yeah. Let's see. Set her back on just to see how it's looking. All right. I might put her up on pop dots in a minute. I need a little something across the bottom just to help ground her, but I'm not sure what I want to do. Maybe I'll flip this over so that it looks kind of like lavender grass. Or should I go the other way? I wish I had some purple beaded fringe for the bottom. Maybe I should go around the outer edge now before I start adding any more to it. It's going to start getting hard to punch these holes out if I put anything else over them. See, it's already getting so tight it's hard to get it in there and squeeze it. I might have to poke it back. I think I may be too full is the problem. That might be the problem. Let's try again. Let's see if I can get it to punch all the way out this time. Oh gosh, come on. Alright, that one's out. I know this isn't much fun watching me play, is it? Alright. Okay. We'll cover up them boo-boos with some ink. Alright. Gotten a lot of new subscribers. I want to welcome y'all to my channel. Hopefully I'm not boring you too badly. You'll hang around a little while. I don't care if it looks a little messy. It gives it a kind of a aged vintage look, I think. Okay. So there's that. The words and the princess angel thing will be the last things I add to this. Alright, I got that on there. Now, I want to use some of this trim that I've pulled out. And I've got this piece. I've got this pretty short piece here. Not much of it left. But do I want it to be up on there, or do I want some of that to hang off? I don't really like it to hang off when it's completely see-through like that. And I've got this trim as well. Or do I want to use this narrow trim? Sorry, thinking out loud. And I also pulled out, I had made this purple flower, using the tattered floral die that Karen got me. Let's see. Where's that other one? Oh, I like that. Alright. This here. I generally use fabric tack, but today I want to speed things up just a little. So I'm just going to do some hot glue and hope I don't burn the daylights out of my fingers. I got my handy dandy Dollar Tree Betty Crocker Teflon. That's what this is called. I couldn't remember last time I did a video. Oh, there's a piece of creepy cloth trying to get involved. That's not glued down. Let's try again here. I know you're not supposed to let your glue gun lay on its side because it'll burn the glue stick all up in there, but it just doesn't want to stand up. Alright, I'm not too worried that it's not 100% down because I'm going to add some other things to it. We'll trim this away here, like so. I just thought I'd do a real-time video. It might be in several parts, but we'll see. Plus it'll give me think time. Y'all take think time? You know what think time is? Yep, that's it. Thinking. I got this beautiful bling trim too. We could just build it all up here. Got that and that. I really like this piece here. I like that. I almost don't like how dark that turned into. I thought it would look cool, but now I'm like, maybe not. Let me look in the camera. I don't know. I'll have to add a bit of darkness of some sort on the bottom too. You know what? I need a glue stick. Am I out of glue sticks? No. That would stink. Be in the middle of a project and be out of glue sticks. Let's just get this started to start with. A friend of my son has kittens. I'm in trouble. But we're really not going to get another cat until both dogs have passed over the Rainbow Bridge. I don't want two types of pets again. I don't know. I grew up with dogs and cats, but as I'm getting older, I'm becoming more and more just a cat person. Everybody has their likes. Some people like both. That's fine too. Okay. Let's I'm going to add this right along the top edge of this here. And that'll help hold this lace on too. If I can get this on before it all sinks down inside the lace. This flower I made might be overkill. I don't know though. We'll see. I'm going to need some smaller flowers. I might have to make some flowers. Or at least take a break and upload part 1 and go digging for some violet and pink flowers. Not violent, violet. And that'll give this little camera a break for a minute, because I don't know. My brother that's expecting the twins and his wife are moving to Tennessee, to Nashville. He's got a job out there and they've got to get moved before she gets any farther along. So in about 2 to 4 weeks they'll all be moved out there. I wish them well. It's just going to be hard with no extended family nearby. But you got to do what you got to do. Oh, I don't like how that's doing that. Stop it. I don't think inanimate objects listen very well. Okay, I might have to put a little fray check on that. And for that, I will have to locate the fray check. Alright, so we're going to stop right here. This is the tag so far. And I hope I'm not boring you all too badly. This is a 32-minute video. I might have to just do a speed up. Try my hand at speeding it up. Alright. So we'll be back in a little bit. That'll give me time to look for flowers and stuff. Thanks for watching. Bye now.